Hey guys, just wanted to let you know that Sky is moving out, which is why he's unable to narrate this video, so that's why I'm doing it. Have you ever wanted to walk in the path of a moving truck on the off chance you might be able to be reincarnated in a better world or life? Yep, neither did I. Hello and welcome to another video. Today, Otaku Sensei will be recommending isekai shows, or as the title says, Top 10 Transferred to Another World Anime. Also, can you subscribe and turn on notifications, as well as like the video? Yes, I need to mention it in every video, and I don't make the rules. But before we continue the video, let me ask you something. Are you an old school weeb who's into classic shows like Cowboy Bebop, Ghost in the Shell, and more? Today, Otaku Sensei is recommending you this piece of art from our great sponsors, Figurama Collectors. The figurine is for Claymore fans, or fans with good taste in general. I mean, look at the details of this piece. It was inspired by the final battle from the Claymore manga, which is completely different from the anime, and dare I say better and completed. The statue has die-cast metal blades, and it's the first polystone statue based on the Claymore series, with only 800 pieces made worldwide. But what makes this figure special to me is the fact that they made two swappable portraits for Teresa. Details like these make Figurama Collector's statues sell faster than Flash messing the timeline. On the previous figurine, they sold out in as little as 55 minutes, so those interested should purchase as soon as pre-orders open, which is on February 27th at 11 p.m. JST. You can use the coupon OSCTP and get $25 off the statue. Click the link in the description below to go to the product page and join the wish list, which notifies collectors the moment that pre-orders open. It's worth mentioning you can find details about the statue Easter eggs in the attached description, such as the base details, Sword of Executors, Priscilla's transformation and victims, and the twin goddesses of love and more. We kickstart this list with Infinite Dendrogram. In the year 2043, Infinite Dendrogram, the world's first successful full-dive VR MMO, was released. God, how many times have I read this line? At this point, I think anime studies should remove first successful from the anime description. Like all the anime VR MMO, this game can perfectly simulate the five senses. Along with its many other amazing features, the game promised to offer players a world full of infinite possibilities. Sounds a bit like Sword Art Online, not gonna lie. And if you're a fan of that show, well, here's the first show to add to your list. Next is Eldlive. MC is an orphan who lives with his aunt. For as long as he can remember, he hears a voice in his head. They counsel him, they understand, they talk to him. WWE? Randy Orton? Yes? No? Okay, never mind. One day, when a strange-looking thing follows him home, it teleports him to a place filled with fantastic creatures. It turns out it's a space police station, and the chief of the solar system department tells him that he's been chosen by the computer as a possible candidate to join the police force. Don't know about you, but as far as I know, never listen to the voice in your head, especially if it sounds like a dick. At number 8, we have By the Grace of the Gods. Deep in the forest, far from any human contact, there lives a child. He engages in the rather strange hobby of keeping various types of slimes as pets, which beats keeping rocks as pets. People can be really strange. Now, despite his young age, he has a sturdy physique and good compatibility for magic. All of this is because, having endured much hardship in his previous life, 3 gods grace the main man with a second chance to pursue one goal: savor the wonders of life. Kuma Bear is up. After fanatically playing the VR MMO World Fantasy Online for almost a year, The shut-in, yet relatively affluent 15-year-old Yuna receives a bear costume from the game's administrators. The outfit, while somewhat embarrassing to wear, turns out to have powerful stats and effects that make her character significantly more powerful. Hear that, Mihoyo? When will you send me a decent artifact set? I mean, for fuck's sake, I'm swimming in a pool of 3-star trash. I'm sorry, but it had to be said. Back to the anime. After accepting the bear equipment, she finds herself transported to another in-game world that prevents her from returning to reality. Confused and unable to log out, Yuna sets out to explore this new environment. Undeterred by this change in her life, Yuna decides to take on the role of an adventurer and fully enjoy herself in her new world. It's also worth mentioning that there's a second season planned to air. In 6th place, we have Cautious Hero. Due to the number of people I believe already watched or know the background of this show, I shall save time by giving a quick rundown of the plot. The MC is reincarnated to a new world to save it. His guide to the world is useless, but can occasionally, every blue moon or so, be a useless goddess or yellow aqua. Sorry, I forgot her name and I'm too lazy to look it up. MC is too cautious. He's the kind of guy who wouldn't take chances, and probably still uses protection on quote-unquote the safe day, hence the name of the show. Comedy is decent, and if you're looking for a show like Konosuba, and for some reason didn't give this show a chance, then I ask you, why? Hack's sign is up. A young wave master only known by the alias of Tsukasa wakes up in, you guessed it, an MMORPG called The World, with slight amnesia. At this point, I'd like to see an MC getting reincarnated in a first-person shooter game. Possibly Doom, but I guess that shall stay as a fantasy. So let's continue with the description. The main lad does not know what he has previously done before he woke up. In the world, the Crimson Knights suspect him of being a hacker, as he was seen accompanying a tweaked character in the form of a cat. Unable to log out from the game, he wanders around looking for answers, avoiding the knights and other players he meets along the way. Bear with us, lads, as we're nearing the end. In 4th place, we have him standing on 1,000,000 lives. The main character, along with his 2 friends, have been transported to a strange and unknown world inhabited by mythological creatures. As soon as they arrive, they meet somebody calling himself the Game Master, who then grants them a time-limited quest. Don't know about you, but the Game Master sounds a bit flamboyant to me. Anywho, that Game Master also bestows the 2 friends with the roles of a magician and a warrior, while the main man is randomly granted the role of a farmer. Correction, the Game Master doesn't sound flamboyant, he sounds like a dick. Coming in 3rd place, I'm a spider, so what? After an accident in a random high school that nobody cares about, all the students there died and got reincarnated with prestigious roles, except for one unlucky lady who got reincarnated as a spider of the weakest kind. She immediately experiences the hardships of her dire situation. Even so, she must press on to survive the numerous threats that endanger her life. Discovering that her new world has a system like that of an RPG, she tries her best to hunt prey and defeat monsters to level up and evolve. As she gradually grows stronger, she hopes one day her efforts will be rewarded and that she will be granted a better life. Basically, it's kinda like that time I got reincarnated as a slime, but with more CGI and from a different perspective. Highly advised for the lads who are waiting for the slime anime to finish.
自慢の一品だ。注目してくれよ。
Coming in second place, we have 𝐴rifueta. The ordinary life of a 17-year-old otaku Hajime Nagamo is disrupted when he and his classmates are summoned to a fantasy world and tasked with saving mankind. While his classmates are gifted with impressive abilities useful in combat, Hajime is belittled for only gaining an inferior transmutation skill that lacks any real offensive power. Shield Hero laughs in corner. Fast forward a couple of events, they go on an expedition and surprise, surprise, the main man gets betrayed by one of his classmates, plummeting him into the bottom of an abyss. Though he survives the fall, he's desperate to live and return home. Helping him escape the abyss is an imprisoned vampire named Yue, who is also seeking to escape the labyrinth. Well, if you are a trash isekai fan, here's more food for you.
何やってんだこいつ。俺は重症者だぞ。しかし美人だな。ヨーロッパ系か。そんなに無防備だとお触りしちゃうぞ。え
And of course, standing on top is none other than the daddy of all isekai anime out there, Jobless Reincarnation. Now I shall recite the anime description without putting any shit jokes there, so you can see how other isekai shows took something or two from this show. Killed while saving a stranger from a traffic collision, a 34-year-old NEET is reincarnated into a world of magic as a newborn baby. With knowledge, experience, and regrets from his previous life retained, he vows to lead a fulfilling life and not repeat his past mistakes. Now gifted with a tremendous amount of magical power, as well as the mind of a grown adult, MC is seen as a genius in the making by his new parents. Soon, he finds himself studying under powerful warriors, such as his swordsman father and a mage named Roxy Midgardia. I mean, OPMC, check. Getting isekai'd via a vehicle, check. Still have his memories, check. Become a famous character in a new world, check. Getting acquainted with a powerful and renowned figures, yes sir, that's a check. If you look at all the previous entries and your favorite shows that we didn't include, you would notice they all follow this meta in one way or another, and for that, Jobless Reincarnation is number 1. Now, if you disagree with this, feel free to drop a comment, and while you're at it, why not share some of your favorite isekai shows? Other than that, like, share, and subscribe, and that is all. Until next time, stay awesome.